Hello, my witchlets, and welcome to Tuesday. This particular episode is going to feature one of my favorite snacks. I'm actually doubling the recipe because this is one of my favorite snacks. It's deviled eggs, and this particular version of deviled eggs is going to be spicy because, of course, it is. I'm going to use Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise or sour cream, just because I like Greek yogurt better, and I find it has a few more health benefits to it than mayonnaise. I mean, I have mayonnaise, I just Greek yogurt. We're gonna use hot Hungarian paprika on top of them when we're done. We're gonna throw in some celery salt, some Dijon mustard, and of course some Sriracha. So, I mean, if you don't know how to boil eggs, I can go over it with you, but honestly, if you want to boil eggs perfectly every time, then you want to get this handy dandy egg timer. This egg timer is the best egg timer ever. You put it into the pot with your eggs, and you cover your eggs with water, turn it on, and then you wait for the red part to turn white, and it's got lines on it so you can see. If you want soft boiled eggs, you go until they hit the line, and then you turn it off and you run it under cold water or put it in an ice bath. If you want medium, you go to the line and then you take them all out and you run them under cold water or put them in an ice bath. And if you want hard, which is what we want, you let the whole thing go white, turn off the heat, and remove the eggs and let them cool at room temperature until they're able to be handled. So we're gonna go for the hard ones. Have fun with that, internet. We're gonna go for the hard ones and go ahead and get things reframed, and we will start boiling our eggs, and then we'll be back and do the rest of the stuff. This is probably a short video today, but every time I say that, it always ends up being like a 20-minute video because I ramble and chat and talk and such. But this egg timer is from Noble Egg, Smart Egg Timer. It's like $7 on Amazon. It's worth $7. Believe me, this is a lifesaver. Perfect eggs every time. Don't have to worry about anything. Get yourself one. It will definitely help you in all of your egg boiling needs. All right, so I've got 12 eggs in here, and you can see the egg timer is right here in the center. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my oven on to high temperature because I want to boil this water. But as you can see, the timer itself is red, and midnight is gathering his masses, it sounds. I don't know what his problem is today. But anyway, so you can see that the entire bottom part of the timer is red, and what you're gonna do is you are going to watch for it to turn white as the time progresses on, and you'll pull your eggs out at the time that you want them cooked. Like if you want soft eggs versus medium or hard eggs, you take them out obviously sooner and run them under water so that they stop cooking. And that's really it. So Midnight has found a crinkle toy. So I'm just gonna be back in a little bit. Just popping back here really fast to show you. You can see, I'm not gonna stick my hand in the water. I'm not that dumb. I mean, sometimes I am, but not today. You can see that the timer now is at the soft boiled part. So if I wanted these soft boiled, I would take them out now and run them under cold water or put them in an ice bath to stop the cooking. But we want it to go all the way, we want that bottom part there to be all the way white, not just that one line. So that is how this egg timer works. That is why you will have perfectly cooked eggs every time you use it. They are not paying me for this. They don't even know I exist. I just really freaking love this timer, and I will tell you about any kitchen hacks that I come across that that I think are worth your time and money, which is why I talk about things like Torchbearer Sauces, imperfect foods and quite clearly this egg timer. All right, my eggs have finished cooking. You can tell from my egg timer, which is very hot, just so you know. So you want to take them out and let them rest. While these are resting and cooling down so that they're able to be handled, we're going to go ahead and make the filling before we add the egg yolks to it. So like I said, this recipe is for 6. I'm doubling it because we discovered that we could eat 6 deviled eggs in 5 minutes. So we need more than that so that we can slow it down a bit. And hopefully the spice will help. But I'm gonna go ahead and get things together to make this thing happen. And maybe by the time I'm back, my eggs will be cold enough to handle for me personally. All right, the moment we've finally been waiting for is all of our eggs. So you're going to cut your eggs in half, and we're gonna peel them first, and then you're gonna cut them in half, and then you're gonna take the yolks and you're gonna put them into your bowl. Now I've already mixed up the Greek yogurt, the Sriracha, celery salt, and Dijon mustard in here. So you're gonna smash your yolks into your mixture, or if you prefer, you can smash your yolks first and then add all of your stuff to it. You do you, however you want to do it. These are your deviled eggs, but you're going to use all of the yolks from all of your eggs. And you're gonna mix it and make sure that it's it's an even creamy like consistency, because you're gonna be piping this into the egg halves that you have on your tray. It's good to note that you should use very fresh eggs for this, because they'll peel better and you won't end up with eggs that look like that. Or, well, that one I can't even pick up. Or, you know, that. Or whatever. These are my rejects. These will be eaten first. These are my pretty ones. So, just keep that in mind. The fresher the egg, the easier it is to peel. At least that is what cameraman Ken told me is his experience. My experience is it doesn't matter. So that's something for you to keep in mind as you are making your deviled eggs. Alrighty. Now, I added extra Sriracha to this because it wasn't very spicy before I put the yolks in here, and I doubt it's going to be hugely spicy after I've added 12 egg yolks. So, because I'm making, like I said, I'm making a double batch. So, we're going to test that again and see how it works. So, get that off of my fingers. Thrilling content, is it not? Come here. Needs a lot more sriracha. So this is about a tablespoon worth of sriracha I've put into this particular blend. Then again, were I not trying to keep this on the milder side, because we're having curried wings later today. If I wasn't trying to keep this on the slightly milder side, I would probably just add my Ghost Reaper XXX chili sauce or whatever, and that would perk it right up. But you're just gonna stir it around and keep testing to make sure that it's what you want. It's the consistency that you want. If you want it a little thinner than this, then you're gonna wanna add another tablespoon of your Greek yogurt. You should use anywhere, for 6 eggs, you use anywhere between 3 and 4 tablespoons, depending on the consistency that you like. And yeah, obviously the sriracha is going to be to taste, and that is actually something that you measure with your heart anyway. It's very much like garlic. That's much better. All right. So now the fun part, the piping. You know, as I've said multiple times, I'm not fancy. So I just use a Ziploc bag for my piping needs. And what we're gonna do is clean off our fork here as best we can. Set that aside. We're just gonna put this into our 1 quart Ziploc here. And then we're gonna cut one of the ends off and start piping into our egg halves, making them whole again. Not really, but it's fun to say it like that. Okay. And I mean, this isn't the only thing that you can do. Like I said earlier, I just prefer Greek yogurt because I like the flavor better. I like the health benefits that it gives. So I tend to use Greek yogurt in place of sour cream and mayonnaise where I can. I have not tried it with my Pennsylvania Dutch tuna, potato, macaroni salads yet, but that is actually something on my to-do list, is to try that those recipes with Greek yogurt instead of mayo. Not that there's like a whole heckin' amount of mayo in that dressing anyway, but if I can not use mayo, that would be best, because I know that there's a lot of people who don't like mayo, and it's always great to have options. Wow, that's messy. All right, good job, Chrissy. I'm eating these anyway, right? Doesn't matter. I'm not sharing them with anybody other than maybe cameraman Ken, and you know, we live together already, so. Spit swapping's a thing. Indirect kissing. All right. So just snip the corner off of your bag and then pretend that you are a cake decorator. And that is all there is to making deviled eggs. Any kind of deviled eggs, really, but this particular version of deviled eggs. Actually, there is one more thing to do, so let me get this plate piped quickly, and I will show you the very last step in this fun game of will Chrissy make a mess of everything. I'll just give you a spoiler alert. The answer is yes. Yes, she will. If Morgan Freeman were narrating my life, he would agree at this particular moment that yes, Chrissy will inevitably make a mess of everything. There we go. Okay, and then that's to finish off the other tray. The not pretty tray. But they're still delicious because, I mean, deviled eggs can fall apart and I still love them. So that should be like a metaphor for life, because I'm not a huge taco fan, believe it or not. I mean, I like tacos. It's just not my bag. But deviled eggs, I can get behind some deviled eggs, man. All right. So we're just going to sprinkle some hot Hungarian paprika on top of these for a little added color and heat. And there we go. Now I'm sure that you probably want to see me eat one of these, because like everybody's like, why don't you overeat your food? Well, see, I have this jaw problem. And if I open my mouth widely, it makes this very loud snap sound. And people think that I've just cracked my neck, when in fact, it was just my jaw and I was just yawning. So I have a tendency to be very self-conscious about it. So that's why I don't really eat a lot of stuff on my channel, because I don't want to make you suffer with that. But this is a small enough bite that I shouldn't have to make that loud noise with my jaw. But I did anyway. There we go. I mean, I'd like them spicier, but they are deviled eggs. And I'm going to eat them anyway, because they deserve to be eaten, because they're delicious. Very, very delicious. If you want more spice to it, then I would probably recommend using one of the Torchbearer sauces, or one of the sauces from First We Feast, the Hot Wings challenge. I would grab one of those. They've got several that are really, really flavorful. Stay away from the bomb, because that is not, it's mostly vinegar. It's terrible. But the last dab has really good flavor. It's just really, really strong. So you want to be careful with that. And from Torchbearers, I really like Zombie Apocalypse. It's got really, really, really good flavor. It's not like their most mind-blowingly hot one. That one's good too, but Zombie Apocalypse is a good, in general, kind of a hot sauce. I do like their Garlic Reaper, and I haven't actually cracked open a couple of the other ones I got, like Reaper Evil and stuff like that. So I'll have to report back. Well, I'll probably do a video when we do it, but I'll have to report back. I don't have room in my fridge right now for more bottles of hot sauce. I have way too many. Said no one ever, but you know, trying to keep things refrigerated so that, you know, we don't get like salmonella or botulism or whatever. So that's it. That's the video. And it was longer than, I bet you when I get this all edited, it's 30 minutes. I'm just gonna ballpark it. It's 30 minutes, because this last part here was just me rambling while I was doing all of this. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. Just let me know either way with a comment what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see in the future on this channel. Make sure that you've rung the notification bell and that you are subscribed. And while you're at it, why don't you head over to my blog over at patreon.com/KWOS and check out some of the stuff that's going on. I've missed a couple weeks of blog posts. I will be honest, things happened. But for the most part, every video has an associate or a corresponding blog post that actually goes into more detail about some of the stuff that we talk about in the video. So do check that out. And if you would like to support me, then feel free to do that. I will say that if you start at the $5 level per month, you actually will get access to a monthly patrons only video that I do. Usually it has to do with alcohol or something really time consuming and something that's going to require more cameraman Ken presence on screen. And so we kind of reserve those for our supporters. So do check us out, and we hope to bring you more lovely videos, hopefully this week and, you know, in the future as well. So we'll see you next time.